Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly empties video, and I'm going to talk about my April empties. So it's all the beauty products that I have finished in the month of April, plus a few other ad hoc things that I like to throw into these videos. I was doing buy and buy, which was basically everything I bought and everything I said goodbye to, but this year, at least for the first part, we're just going to focus on empties. But I do just want to keep mentioning the things that I've been purchasing, at least at a high level. I already talked about my Sephora haul, which I made a whole video about. And I also did make an order I went into store at The Ordinary. Well, they have, I think the store's called Decium, which is the parent company. We have a few of those stores here in Toronto. So I was able to pick up a few items in person. 90% repurchases. I got about 4 or 5 items, and the only new item that I've got that I haven't tried out yet was a lash serum, so that's something to stay tuned for. I would like to do a review video, and we'll see if it makes a difference or not. Anyway, this video is all about empties, so let's get started. So as mentioned, I like to talk about some other empties that are not necessarily beauty items, and I did finish out this candle. So I did do a candle collection video that showed all the candles that I have, including non-Bath & Body Works. But I did talk about, there's 4 candles that are pretty close to being done. This was one of them. This is Cherry Blossom Pound Cake. And yeah, really enjoyed this one. It's Cherry Blossom Whipped Pound Cake and Vanilla Frosting. So a very interesting scent, floral but sweet, but cakey. I don't know. Hard to describe. I like it though. It is pretty strong. I think I would purchase this again, just not soon, because I did kind of power through this one and I think I'm a little sick of the scent, but I really enjoyed that one. So let's talk about small sample-y stuff. So I did finish out the baby oil that I threw in my beauty project pan, and I did finish out the 2 Sauvage, Dior Sauvage. One was a, what do they call it? Moisturizer for face and beard. I don't have a beard. And this one was a face cleanser face cleanser and mask. I don't know why they call it a mask. It was very interesting. I actually quite enjoyed this. It was a little thick, but I kind of liked that because I felt like I was really getting a good layer of cleansing, and I would definitely recommend this. I don't know how much this is though. I mean, I say I recommend this, but if you have a man in your life that's really kind of a little adverse to using, beauty products, but would use something like this, I think it's worth it. The only thing I would say that was odd was because it was so scented, it scented my towels, when I dried my face off after, and then I would go to use that towel later. I was like, oh, my towel is still fragranced. This was fine. It was the same scent. Again, it kind of was overpowering, but I mean, it's a men's fragrance. On a scale of men's fragrances though, I do quite like this. It was kind of getting to be a lot. And it's all up in your face too, so right by the nose. But this moisturizer was kind of eh. And I only got 1 use out of this packet. This one had a lot more in it. I do have another set of these, so I get to play with them again. And yeah, nothing exciting to really call home about this. Again, I only got 1 use out of it. It's the I'm gonna mess this up. Payun Kang Yul. I think it's a baby line. Again, I had these samples from ages ago, so I just wanted to finish. This was the last one out of, I think there was 4 different products from this line. Just a straight up baby oil is what this was. Talking about samples, I did throw this. I don't know how old it is, but it was fine. Everything about it seems fine, and I've been using it. So this is in my shower right now, but every time I do a soap, I just put the packaging in the empties, and we're maybe a little ahead of the game on a body soap, but that's fine. It will get finished. This is the Paul Mitchell Refreshing Citrus Face and Body Bar. It was from a hotel at some point. I don't remember when or what hotel it was, but yeah, it's fine. It's just like a soap bar. I use a soap bar when I'm in a rush. I just want to have a really quick shower. I just want to suds up real quick and just rinse off and get out and be done with it. So yeah, it's fine. It's in the shower right now, and I will finish that up. I finished one of these, so we finally broke through the curse and we're getting these done. I think there's 2 left, 1 or 2 left. I want to say 2 packets left. They're the Crest 3D white strips. These have taken me way too long. Again, I hate that they're an hour and they just feel really gross. Like I'm kind of over this kind of thing. I think my teeth aren't super white. They're fine. They're teeth. They're not yellowy. They're not white either. I don't think I would repurchase this. I think I'm interested if I go for teeth whitening, I want to like actually go somewhere and get it done. Because I think I'm just going to get a better result and just get it over with, if that makes sense. So finished one of those. Yay. I also finished this. Was this the last one or is there one more? I can't remember. I think there's one more. So this is in my beauty project pan. This is the Masquerade Pineapple Brightening Mask. And I get 2 uses out of this. That's why there's the little clip on the top. Also, I left the little clip on the top because last time when I put a packet of this in my little container here, it oozed everywhere and was kind of gross. So was thinking, got a little ahead of myself, was thinking there. So yeah, these are fine. Again, I feel like a broken record. You can't purchase this little kit anymore. They come in like singles now. I think you get like a pack of 3 or something. This was like a pack of 10 in like this little tube thing. I don't even know where in store you can get these. They do still exist, the brand. They have a website and it's basically Sheet Masks is the brand. Couple of hair care products here, and they're both Tresemme. I talked about this. I thought this brand, I'm like, does it still exist? And then I did find it in Walmart, and then again, I saw it it's not in all Shoppers Drug Marts, but I have seen it in a couple Shoppers Drug Marts, and it's not as cheap as I thought it was going to be, though. Like, I was going to buy one of these, like, a hairspray, like a full size, and they weren't, like, I was like, it's gonna be like Suave, the Suave body wash, like $2. Like, I was expecting to be super cheap. It ended up not being super cheap. I ended up buying a, Aussie, the purple brand. They have like that mega hole hairspray. I didn't buy that stuff. I used to use, story time, I used to use that mega hole hairspray when I danced, and it's like glue in your hair. So like when you have to like I would have a bun for dancing and you would take it out and literally it would come out in like white chunks. It was so gross. And whenever I see, I'm always fascinated by, synchronized swimmers, the way they do their hair, because they put like literally a shield on their head to like glue their hair down. I was like, man, I thought dancing was intense. Synchronized swimming is very intense. Anyway, these are finished. There's still a bit, actually it doesn't feel too bad. There was like a little bit, you could kind of hear it. But I couldn't spray anymore, but I guess it's kind of dried up now. So this one was the Tress 2 spray. It was just like a liquid spray, and then this was more of an aerosol spray. Same thing, Tress 2, Hold 4. My mom bought these. That's how old they are, so I am glad that they are done, and I got use out of them, and they didn't go bad. I need to check out at home to see how many, there's more hairsprays at home, like at my family home. I feel like I did get rid of a few that were like super old, but I'm not sure. I don't want these to like go on my new couch. Yes, I did get a new couch, by the way. I'm super excited about that. There we go. Sorry, distracted. My mom had a lot of hairsprays. I think I did throw a couple out because they were really, really old, but I think there might be more than one there. I should check to see, because if there is an extra one there, I might just take it here and leave. As long as I leave one there, that's fine, if that makes sense. But I did just buy a brand new one, so I don't really need to bring another one into my life just yet. Back to Bath & Body Works, I have 2 products here. The first is the hand cream. This is the coffee and whiskey hand cream, which I cut open. That's why it looks so funny. And yeah, this took forever. This was in my project pan from last year, and it took me forever. The thing that I didn't like about this one, and I would never buy the hand cream again, is it turned yellow. So like a lot of the Bath & Body Works products, they start yellowing when they have the vanilla in them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that vanilla product is. A lot of people are like, oh, it's going bad when it does that. I take that with a grain of salt. If the like texture and the smell and everything still seems fine about the product, I'm okay with it. I have had one though that I ended up like decluttering. I ended up throwing out probably a couple of years ago now, and because like the texture had like gone off, and I was like, okay, that's off. Like now that is definitely off. I can tell the difference. I think it's just and like an oxidization process. Like as you're opening it, it will oxidize. And then, but I say that, and the Vanilla Romance that I had, the date, like as I bought that, and I bought that like brand new, it was a brand new like scent, and mine was already kind of yellow. So that's why I don't trust, like, I don't necessarily think when it turns yellow it means it's bad, because the Vanilla Romance one was yellow like from the get. Anyway, I did finish this. I can smell it though. Oh, I love this scent so much though. I just love it. I think I need to buy another body spray if I can find one. I haven't seen it in the store for a while. I mean, I haven't been to Bath & Body Works in a while, but the last couple times I don't think I saw Coffee and Whiskey body spray. Anyway, the other thing is this, a moisturizing body wash in the Cocoa Shea. Again, not really much of a scent, kind of just like an ordinary, a little bit of a Cocoa Shea scent, but nothing really to write home about, but I like that. I am going to dial back on buying the body washes. I really just don't like the Bath & Body Works body washes. Like, I like the scents. The scent is very nice and fun, but I've talked about, like, I've had some eczema skin issues, and I think the body wash just does me no favors, so I don't want to buy them anymore. Again, I've been getting a flare-up of the skin issues, so I'm just kind of like, I just want to like stay away from that. Oh, it's clouded over, so I needed to brighten it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not too drastic of a change. A couple other things here. This is I already talked about this in my lip project pan. I finished this mini from Lawless. This is Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Gloss in the shade, I think this one's Velvet, and I have two others. I wasn't sure if I'd finished one of these. I didn't. But one of them does have a really good use on it. One's like a clear and one's like a nude. They're almost identical. This one was the one that had like the most color to it and was the most unique. I can see myself purchasing these again. I talked about that. Like, I would probably again just buy a little mini kit, not necessarily a full size, but I enjoyed this. And then I did finish up this Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream little fragrance thing. Again, there's a tiny little bit in the bottom there, but I can't. The spray just doesn't want to spray that. Again, it's fine. I don't know what the notes of this are. I will put them up on the screen. It's floral. I'm not a huge floral fan, but I feel like the Marc Jacobs ones I can always sort of like deal with. Like, they're not too overpowering for me. I don't know. I feel like they're always a little bit sweet floral, so that's why I think I kind of can just like be okay with them, if that makes sense. And then the final two products are mascara. So again, I talked about this in my project pan. If you watched that video, you would have already seen this. I did finish up the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. It was fine. I wouldn't repurchase this one. It's a rubber wand. I'm just not a fan of those. It was fine, but nothing to write home about. This one is one I definitely will repurchase. I have repurchased multiple times. I probably won't rush out to repurchase it at any time soon. I generally try to get this like within like a kit, or like when they have the like buy 7 products and you get it like for like $40 or whatever it is. It's the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. There is a waterproof version of this as well that I really like. It's definitely more of like a thicker, it's a regular brush wand. Wow, it's just gotten really dark again. Hopefully that's better. It's just like a regular brush wand, but it is more of like a thicker formula. It's more like a L'Oreal Lash Paradise, that kind of a formula. So it's definitely like thick, volumizing. So if you have like lashes that droop easily, you probably won't like this. If you don't really like thick lashes, you won't like this. If you're more into like a tubey mascara, you won't like this. But if you're like me and you like a really full lash, I feel like my lashes are not super full. I mean, I did them hours ago now, so they're kind of looking a little but I do like to have like a really full, I like the volume. I like a volumizing mascara. That's kind of my preference. So yeah, that is my empties for April. I don't know what the total is, but I will put the total down along the bottom. The only thing that was technically an other item was the candle, so everything else will be in the totals. But I think everything here was kind of like samples and Bath & Body Works, so it's probably going to be a pretty low total. I almost considered skipping this month, but I felt like there was enough items to talk about that I didn't want to like overwhelm myself for whenever the next empties video is. I kind of like to keep it maybe a little bit smaller. It's a little more manageable for I don't know, filming, editing, all that good stuff, and hopefully it's not too boring then, because I'm not talking for 30 minutes about empties. So yeah, that is my April empties. If you like this video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.